Speaking of exciting, it's time for our next guest.
Our mate Paul McDermott is one talented gentleman. He's quite the comedian.
They're like human schmackos.
And such a lovely host. And of course, he sings. Oh, how he sings.
She walks like, she talks like, she talks like she walks.
From his early days with the musical comedy group, the Doug Anthony All-Stars, through to his time bringing us the good news, Mr. McDermott has been finding ways to entertain the masses with a microphone in hand. So it's no surprise to hear he's touring Australia with a band behind him. In his first ever solo show, Paul sings, sharing his seedy stories of showbiz between song after song after song.
Please welcome Paul McDermott. Now,
Come on, kids.
you've put this show together looking back over your whole career. I have to ask, how hard was it to look back over your career and select songs? And by that, I don't mean emotionally. I mean, how much did you remember?
I can't remember anything. I mean, I started back in the early 80s, which is a long time ago with the Doug Anthony All-Stars. So it was very difficult to collect this material. Ted Robinson, the producer of various shows I've done, he promised me he'd do it. And the only reason we've got these songs back is because they're on YouTube.
Paul, you're a beautiful singer.
I am. You're Thank you for that.
So humble. I've seen you on stage in musicals such as The Witches of Eastwick.
Witches of Eastwick.
Where do you feel most comfortable, and I suppose at home? Is it presenting, is it live TV, or is singing your true love?
It's strangely enough, at home. That's where I feel most comfortable. I love singing, but I also paint a bit and do other bits and pieces. So, you know, absolutely multi-talented. It's a crime, really, the number of talents.
This is going to obviously go so well. If this goes really well, is singing and doing more singing going to be something we're going to see you doing more of?
Well, I've always done it, so it's always been part of it. Was part of the All-Stars, was part of the comedy supergroup GUD. And I must tell everyone, I'm the only person that's ever called it a comedy supergroup. It's, for some reason, it's taken off in the press now. Keeps calling us a comedy supergroup. It's taken a while. And Witches of Eastwick, so I've always sung and I've always written songs, so it's just a combination of those things, so I'll keep doing.
And Paul, in between the songs when you're on stage singing, you also tell some showbiz anecdotes about some of the seedier moments.
Ribbled.
Ribbled.
Yeah, ribbled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ribbled moments of...
Can you share one that's, let's say, Wiggles friendly?
I don't know if I really can. I do tell one at the moment about the lovely Marina Pryor and Paul Stanley from Kiss, which is a bit of a corker, but it does go for about 20 minutes in the show.
We've got
time. Wrap it up. Stop the news. Here we go, people. But there, yeah, so many stories over the years. Meeting Tom Jones, that was another classic moment. The Welsh
It must
stallion.
have been very exciting for him to meet a member of the Doug Anthony All-Stars.
He was over the moon. His son, who was his manager, wanted to punch us out. But apart from that, it was all very nice, very
Well,
pleasant.
stick around, we want to chat to you more, but you are a newsman, so it's time now to take a look at what is making news around the world.
And now for a new way of tackling the Greek debt crisis, bring in a 6-day working week. The demand comes from Eurozone creditors via a leaked letter, which also suggests slashing private sector pay and the minimum wage. So more time at the office for less cash. Yeah, the Greeks are going to love it.
So what do you reckon, Paul? 6 days a week. Is it fair to ask the Greeks to work 6 times harder than they currently do? Is that fair?
I think the poor people have to stop socialising, got to stop smoking, got to stop drinking. I think you know where this is coming from.
Absolutely. It's
And work
a great
a bit harder.
lifestyle. If they just chose to be mining magnates, they do a lot
Exactly.
better, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're a billionaire, everything's cool.
And I tell you what, Bill Clinton was certainly up to his old tricks at the Democratic National Convention. Have a look at this.
And by the way, after last night, I want a man who had the good sense to marry Michelle Obama.
She laughs, but with fear.
Best thing is, I can call her any time. I've still got the number memorised. All the details on how you can catch Paul's singing, dancing, joking show, Paul Sings, are on the website. Go and check it out. It's going to be an amazing show. Please thank Paul McDermott.